On Tech Central. Joining me this morning, we have Felix Juma and Sydney Rema, who are both founders of an app known as Patika. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And Patika, maybe first of all, let's start with the name. What is Patika and what is it all about? I'll start with you, Felix.
Thank you, Mike. The name Patika is a Kiswahili word, which means to be found. So looking at it from the business perspective, if you are offering a service, let's say a salon in town, how do we make sure that people know about your business? There's a lady somewhere in her room who needs her hair done. So she needs to find someone who can do that service. So that's why we came up with the name Patika.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, from what I understand, it's an app that I can have on my phone, I guess, and also on the computer, where I can search for services. What are the services that I can find on Patika?
I think basically, let's say, for example, you're looking for mobile repair. Right now in town, when you go to town, you'll have to ask around. And then after you find someone, trust issues come in place. You're not sure if this person is going to mess up something else, right? You're looking for someone to come fix your generator. Sorry, your, let's say, refrigerator in the house. You need someone to fix your electricity or something. So basically, the basic services that you're looking for, from home services to, let's say, if you want to order food, you want to order drinks, you want to order someone to maybe a home service, you want to request maybe quotations from even mobile repair shops, you want to book a lawyer, you want to book a doctor. So basically, every basic service that you need when you go to Patika. Okay,
so are you providing this service for the client who's looking for that service, or are you providing that for the business owner?
What we're doing, Patika is a marketplace. So we exist in between the business and people who are looking for these services. So we are linked.
With both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the business needs a market. The user, for instance, for your case, probably you need a mechanic. So Patika is the platform where you can get a number of mechanics. You can do a comparison so that you know which is the best that I can go with.
Okay. Yeah. So if I was now looking for a service, are you charging me for that use? And maybe we'll also go through how do I, get onto it. But do you charge for the service as a user?
Definitely.
It's free.
For users, it's completely free. You just get there, get what you need, get sorted, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe run us through how it works. And possibly as you do that, the difference between this and maybe Googling. If today I Googled, or if I went onto my, what's it called, Google Maps, there's some services I'll find. If I needed an ATM, if I needed a petrol station, if I needed a restaurant on Google Maps, I can find that. So how is this different from that?
We'll have Sydney, you can help us with the demonstration.
Okay, it's good.
It's okay. So I'll do a slight demo, but before that, so basically when you go to Google, mostly you're looking for information, right? So Patika is majorly centered on the services, and this is why it's different than finding an ATM on Google. Of course, Patika, you may not find an ATM, yes, but let's say, which comes to the main inspiration behind building Patika. We were looking for a dentist at some point. You go to Google, you search a dentist probably in Nairobi, you get very random lists. First of all, they are uncertified, they are unverified, you can't trust the list or the contact themselves. Then the second thing, you cannot be able to book a direct appointment or even negotiate the price with the provider, if it's a doctor, if it's a dentist, if it's a mobile repair, anything. So that's something different that Patika brings in place. It enables you to not only find that service directly, there's no all that jargon about. Sometimes you can even find stories about mobile repair when you're actually looking for the service. So Patika, you find the exact people, they're verified, they're rated, customers have reviewed them, you can view their portfolio, you can view their gallery. So you can be able to make a clear decision on whom you're going to go with.
An informed choice.
Exactly. Yeah. Then the better part of it, you can request quotations, you can book an appointment, you can basically, the service provider on the other end, they don't have your number. So if you request a quotation from maybe a price quote, let's say my phone screen is cracked, I need it fixed, how much is it going to cost me? I've sent you images. So that means you have the control of the negotiation. You understand? So that's a completely different thing that Patika brings in place for you. So even if you're going to negotiate with 50 mobile repair shops, until you accept one.
Until you find one that you're happy to go with. Yeah. Okay, I'll come to the verification bit because, again, on some of those services, some of them are very personal and would cause a risk. But maybe run us through how the app works.
How the app works? I think, of course, Patika is a platform. So it's not only on the app. There's a website version. There's the app. At the moment, we have Android. We are still doing our iOS and Windows apps at the moment. So I'll just demo with the Android app for now. When you get to the app, this is like my account.
And all I need to do is download it from Google Play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you go to Google Play, just search Patika. You'll find two apps. There's a red one and a blue one. The blue one is written Patika for business. That's for businesses.
That's for somebody who wants to advertise their business or put their business on the platform.
Yes, and set up their profile with everything. But for users, it's the red one. It's called Patika. So this is the user one. This is my account that I'm logged in. You can see that at the start, of course, there are some brief categories like mobile repair, doctors, barbers, salons, restaurants, cleaning, web development. And then the important part is, of course, it asks you what you need. Let's say you need, I'll just search a simple service. For example, maybe I want to order food. Or let's say something like I want someone to fix my website or build my website. I'll just come here and search web development. And of course, the search is very fast. It searches through a very long list of service providers for whatever service you are looking for. So like in this case, I can find some of the major ones. You can see they are verified. There's a red mark at that point. So from this point, all of them have action buttons. Like under Kuza Lab, there's request, quotation, request an appointment. If I go into Kuza Lab, I can see the portfolio. What have they done before? What are clients saying about them before? That was very, very important for us to help you make that decision. You can see a gallery. You can see, like, for example, let me just show you. I can see gallery. These are some of, like, Kuza is like a web development platform, company, sorry. So there's like a gallery of what they've done before. I can see the portfolio. I can see what they've built before. They've built for these and these clients, the client name and everything. Scrolling down, I can see reviews, what the clients are saying about them, which is very, very
Am I able to also now put my reviews there? Should I have somebody I got from Patika and maybe I was not satisfied with their service? Am I able to respond on the same platform for the benefit of others?
Definitely.
Okay.
Actually, that's the key reason why we have Patika, so that you can be able to get that service. The system understands that, of course, you've gotten the service, so you need to review it, or you're going to recommend it to your friends. And you know how important that is.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I come to the verification, Felix, the business side of it, if I wanted to advertise my business on Patika, am I charged for it?
No, your listing on Patika is free for the business. So all you need to do is download the app or get into our website, www.patika.co.ke. This at the top, you just see on the far right end, there's a button for adding listing. You just add your business, set up the services that you provide. So there are lots of details that you'll set up, including the portfolio. So you can tell us who you've worked with before. Like it's given an example of a web development company. So if you've done a website for, let's say, Standard Media Group, you can add it there as your portfolio. You can add galleries of the things that you've done. Working days, if you have a schedule of how you work. So we cut across every type of business. If it's a restaurant, you can add your menu on the platform so that when users come, they're able to see the information.
So if you're not charging the user and you're not charging the business, how are you making your money?
So what we do, it's a commission. One of the revenue models is on commission. So because there's no need for charging someone for being on a platform when at the first point, they've not made business. So we try to help these businesses to get customers first. So once you get a client that you've worked for and the client has paid you, so we get a commission, a percentage.
How do you follow that up? Because the negotiation is between the client and myself. You're not in the loop. Like now you mentioned, if I look for a business, I'm able to call that business directly. Once we've agreed on the price and everything, how will you get that money?
So actually what happens is there are different kinds of services on Patika. There are services that involve ordering. Ordering, you can order food, you can order drinks, you can order someone to come fix something in your house, from even just a plumber, or someone even to a nanny, or someone to clean your house. So that's ordering. Someone is coming to you. So that means at that point we have to assure the service provider that the customer has already deposited something. So that means we are able to easily track across. But now the challenge that we had initially was when, of course, they're going, it's an appointment. Let's say a doctor's appointment, of course, we book for them the appointment, so that means we pick the money. But Sasa, take an example of a service like mobile repair. You will have to go to that shop. So directly on the app, there's an option for the user to accept a quotation first So if they've already accepted a particular quotation, the next step is to confirm that they've received the service. So when they confirm they've received the service provider on the other end also has to counter-confirm. And that way we are able to know that
you're able to track.
It's complete.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, for businesses, we encourage them to do that because it increases their listing by them being able to complete more services offered to
and
the
of
client.
course showing that they completed the service.
So
let's
yeah,
come to the tricky part of verification, because I'm trying to imagine, you've talked about a plumber. Here is somebody who's called a plumber into their house, and this is a private space. A house is a very private area. How do you verify that those service providers, one, are legit, and two, I am not putting myself at risk?
So we have a process, a verification process that we've put in place. We have a team of people. So one of the things we do is to physically go to the businesses of these people, their premises. So first, of course, we'll need to see if they are registered, for instance. Do they have a business permit? And so there are lots of details. So it's a process
There's
that
a
we
process
do because
that you use.
yeah, we need to protect, like you say, we have to protect the customers. If someone is going to come to your house to fix something, he has to be someone of good morals, someone who is not maybe a thief who can run away with something.
Or even do more damage.
Yeah, so that's one thing that it's the backbone of Patika. It's one thing that we take very seriously.
Okay.
And that's why we ensure 60% of the businesses we have right now are verified. Yeah, so.
All right, that's all good that you verified that the business exists and the business is there. But what about the professionalism and the competence of the provider? For instance, you may not be a mechanic. So if you've put a mechanic on your platform, how do I know that I'll not drive with my car worse than when I went in?
It's true. I think maybe to expound more on what Felix has highlighted, look at it this way. Patika is a marketplace. So that means the first time I'm going to get your service, I'm going to rate you. If it's terrible, you'll have a rating of probably 1 or 0, right? So that means automatically the system validates you. Of course, we've done the verification. That's necessary. We have to have the registration documents if they're necessary. We have to be sure that the first customer is going to be exposed to you, they actually have someone credible, right? But the system over time automatically validates you. There's your portfolio there, there's your rating, there's what other customers are saying about you. So Najwa, if your rating is going to drop, then obviously you're not the best.
But the thing is, if I'm trying to use the service and using it for the first time, that's somebody who's unrated, but I'm also putting myself at risk of I'm testing them. Is there a way that you verify that if, for instance, let's use a different example, that I'm going to take my computer to an IT expert, that IT expert actually knows what they're doing?
Yeah, that's now the part of the verification process that you're talking about. We have to ensure that it's not just someone claiming to be a mobile phone repairer. So we have to verify that they're actually in the business. And that's why we are encouraging the businesses to add their portfolio. So that even as a user, when you're making a decision, you make it from an informed point of view.
Okay.
So first you look at the reviews, if they have, you look at the rating, what are other people saying about them. And like he said, the system is able to look at the positivity and negativity of the reviews. Okay. So that can help. If there are lots of negative reviews, the business goes down and the rating also goes down. Okay. So as a user, the system helps you to make the right decision.
All right, and we'll have to wind up because of time, but remember, at the end of the day, it is your decision, it is you that's going to do that. Sydney, how do I get the app again? Just very briefly, how I would have that service available to me?
So there are two options. One, you can go to the website, www.patika.co.ke. Just Patika, from the word Patikana, just do it with the N-A.
As you spell it in
Patika.co.ke, simple. Or if you're using Android, just search on Play Store, Patika. You'll be able to find two apps. One is red with a red icon. The other one is the icons are the same. The other one is blue. If you're a business, you can either use the website to add your business, or you can get the blue app and set up your business fully to the end. If you're a user, just get the red app. I think everything it will be able to guide you through.
It will guide you through. It's fairly simple to put. Well, thank you very much, Felix Juma and Sydney Rema, founders of Patika, an app that helps you, well, get your services or also put your business out there. That's where we're going to wind up the show. And like we say in the industry, it's a wrap. It's now 10 minutes to 9. And thank you so very much for keeping us company right here on Morning Express. But we are now going to say goodbye and wish you all a fantastic day. By the way, just an update from next week, the show begins at 6 a.m. So from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., we're happy to be part of your lives, as it were. For now, we say goodbye and wish you a good day. God bless. But do stay with us. We've got News Center lined up for you.